All right, so this is gonna this is a little more of my emotion stuff here. So, Rich and I only wrote one song together in the 2 years and 2 months, or however long exact amount of time it was. And this is a song that I started. This was during the pandemic, shortly after he and I just started working together. I was having a conversation with my producer Jimmy Goings, and I was telling them about, you know, this covert romance thing that I was having second thoughts about doing. Anyway, and I told him that it probably was going to end soon or whatever, and Jimmy looked at me and he said, "But you've got a glow about you now. Somebody else is going to see your light." And I went, "Well, there's a title." So I stuck that in my little toolbox. And I decided initially that I wanted to write it as a duet for Rich and I to sing together, and I had this idea that I wanted the first verse to be about me, and I wanted the second verse to be about him, and then I wanted, you know, the male singer, and then I wanted the last verse to be about the two people coming together. So the second verse, I just want to share this. I was talking to Steffen, he said, "You should definitely share this, you know, with everybody." You know, Rich wasn't, you know, he didn't write a lot of songs, and he certainly, you know, wasn't a co-writer as far as, like, you know, a Nashville style song like this is. But I just had him tell me, I said, "Tell me about your life." And so he talked about his first marriage, and he talked about, you know, how sad he was at the time that it broke up. And so I just kind of like took the notes of what he was telling me, and that's where the second verse went. And then I came up with this way for the two people to come together at the end and find each other. So he and I did play this out a couple of times, and you know, if you guys want to join in, it's an A, it's only 3 chords, but if you don't want to, that's fine too. They don't want to do it, that's okay. Okay, here we go. Butterflies and fireworks and all points in between. The first time they made love, there was thunder. Brought out a fire in her no one had ever seen. But what God put together, this man had to put asunder. 'Cause he touched a place in her she'd locked down deep inside. Too real for him to feel it, so we had to run and hide. Somebody else is gonna see your light. Somebody else is gonna see your light. Cross town, another heart is ripping out the seams. Broken words unspoken sound like thunder. His fire's faded, but the embers fill his dreams. So he lays in bed at night and prays to find another. A road to lead to a new chapter he could write. A way to turn the page and take him toward a better life. Somebody else is gonna see your light. Push through the darkness, don't give up the fight. There's so much more if you can hang on tight. 'Cause somebody else is gonna see your light. The rearview mirror keeps you watching what went wrong. The road ahead gets clearer when you're ready to move on. Changes in the air tonight, pulling out the sleeves. Drove across the bridge in search of something. She caught his eye across the room. His heart took the lead, so we marched on over thinking, here goes nothing. Simple introduction felt like lightning in a jar. She smiled and took his hand, said, I know who you are. Somebody else is gonna see your light. Push through the darkness, don't give up the fight. There's so much more that we can still get right, 'cause somebody else is gonna see your light. Thank you, everybody. Wow, thank you so much. So that technically is a co-write between Jimmy Goings and Rich Armstrong and me. And boy, those lyrics just take on a whole different meaning now. Thank you.